Ever since a few months ago, I realized that my two favorite things in this world were not only Ben 10, but Naruto as well. So why not combine the two and add on to the craziness of this What If series and ask the question, what if Naruto had the Omnitrix? So in order for something like this to happen, Minato, instead of sealing half of Kurama inside of himself and the other half inside of Naruto, he'd seal one half of the Nine Tails in itself and the other half inside of the Omnitrix. But how would the Omnitrix find itself in such a situation? The Omnitrix arrived on Earth years ago. No one knows where it exactly came from, but what is known is that it was once wielded by a legendary ninja, and upon their death, the Omnitrix was sealed within a scroll and classified as forbidden. Minato realized that containing the Nine Tails inside the Omnitrix would be the better option, thinking that if the Nine Tails were ever to try to take over Naruto's body or escape, the Omnitrix failsafe would eventually kick in, causing the watch to time out and revert Naruto back into a human. After sealing the other half of the beast inside the watch, Minato bonded the device to his child's wrist, while Kushina said her goodbyes to their son. Another way I suppose this could go is that the first Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails had the Omnitrix and it continued to be passed down from host to host before eventually being attached to Kushina and then Naruto. I prefer the first option better, and I think I'll run with that scenario during the course of the series of these videos. But I just wanted to throw in something else that may or may not make as much sense as the other one. Again, I'm relatively new to the Naruto universe, so feel free to correct me on some things if I get anything wrong. I've thought a lot about how the Omnitrix could work alongside chakra and the different jutsu techniques within the Naruto world. Firstly, I don't think every alien in the Omnitrix would be able to control chakra, not on the same level at least. I think transformations like Chroma Stone, Waybig, and Terra Spin will have the most amounts of chakra, while Ghost Freak wouldn't have any. Aliens who lack or have very few fingers such as Brainstorm, Crash Hopper, or Accelerate wouldn't even be able to do proper hand signs. Shock Squatch would be able to wield lightning style a bit more better, and aliens like Diamond Head would be able to do the rare crystal style. Since I put Kurama inside the Omnitrix instead of directly into Naruto, things would work a lot differently, and I'm thinking he'd be what Zescare was for Ben, albeit with a few differences. I'm thinking if Kurama was inside the Omnitrix, he'd be powerful enough to act on his own within the device and would transform Naruto into the wrong alien or time him out early as a way to torment him for being locked inside the watch. He'd also be able to leak his power into other transformations and give them a boost, similar to what Shockrock did with the Omni-enhanced aliens. As mentioned before, the Nine Tails would act very differently from the other transformations inside the Omnitrix. Naruto would be able to transform into the QB, although depending on his mastery or bond, I guess, with Kurama, would determine which form he'd take. A weak link would cause the transformation to be Ninetales' cloak, with the Omnitrix moving from his wrist now on his clothing at the center of Naruto's stomach. With more training, experience, and relationship with Kurama, he'd eventually reach Four Tails, Six Tails, and eventually his completed tail beast form, although once mastered, he wouldn't have to turn into the transformation, as the beast could just link with the host from inside the Omnitrix, creating the Nine-Tails chakra form, allowing the user to use all of the tail beast's powers alongside the Omnitrix. So we've gotten the powers sorted out, but what about the story? How different would it be had the Omnitrix been in the Naruto universe? Well, that's a video for another day. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. This was more of a quick project to work on because I moved some videos around in this month's schedule and I needed to get something out this week for you guys. But until then, leave a like if you want, stay safe, and I'll see you when I see you.